Hi everyone, I welcome all the divine souls on my YouTube channel, which is Twinflame Realities. So as shared in my previous video that there are those 9 planets which actually affects the life of a human being, whether you are a twin flame, a star seed, or anybody else. But there's one more realization what I learned through my own learnings and through my own journey, that the planets energies are not spoiled by birth. There may be some planetary defects at the time of the birth in the birth chart, but the energies of the individual planets are not bad, not on a negative side. So as a person grows up, he or she spoils the energy of those planets due to their bad habits. There are habits which are connected to individual planet. So if you ever see the birth chart of a person, or such a person in which pure all of those 9 planets are in positive energies, that means that the person has very good habit, disciplined, and have sort of good habits in terms of eating food and sleeping and in behavior, nature, character. All these things are actually connected to each planet. So if somebody, if you're able to see a chart of somebody and has all 9 planets at a very positive place or in a positive side, so which means that person has a good character, good nature, good behavior, also good habits. There are many people who are doing spiritual remedies from time to time to keep the energies of their planets on a positive side, but it's not necessary that every human is doing remedies or rituals. So if a person has good habits and his planets also gives them positive results, then there is no need of doing any remedy if everything is good in their life. So like first of all, the habits of a person is responsible for shifting the energy of a particular planet from positive to negative. So in case you want to strengthen your planets, first you have to start changing your habits. So after my spiritual awakening, this was the third guidance I was given from the divine, that I have to take care of my 9 planets. So when I came out of the house, when I started living alone from my family, I started doing some remedies for the planet. So I was told by the divine to follow the guidance of the inner guidance. I was asked not to follow any outside guidance, even in terms of following the spiritual practices. So that time I was guided to take care of my planets through color therapy. So if you have listened to my story, which I have shared in terms of my own story related to the twin flame and few other things before coming into divine communication, and after that, that I was guided not to follow any outside guidance for anything, because I always follow my intuition and listen to the guides and divine. That was the reason I never needed any outside guidance or any outside help. So my inner guidance was to do the remedies for these planets, to do the color therapy. Each planet has a particular color, and if you follow it daily, then you start strengthening your planets slowly and gradually, and you might not have to do some other remedy. So I started following the color therapy on each day, as Sunday is dedicated to Lord Sun, the planet Sun. And there are several other remedies for each planet, but then the color therapy is like wearing red or maybe yellow on Sunday, and then Monday I used to wear white or silver color, then same goes on for other days. So that's how I started strengthening my planet. And I remember that from 2011 till 2013 I kept on doing this particular remedy. I did not do anything else. So one more thing I did, I used to do this particular food offering to my ancestors, not by preparing an altar, but definitely I used to cook food and give it to the poor and needy, or maybe at a temple. So my 9 planets were actually at a positive side. It were it was strong, and I also recognized that life was amazing from 2011 to 2013. But then since 2014, as I went through this was the beginning of a darkest night of the soul, that where my health was getting spoiled day by day, that too because of black magic. But then the reason was, when your planets are weak, these negative energies even attack you more, and actually is able to destroy your health and other energies at a big level. So because of health issues, and it was a daily issue that I could not eat properly, I could not sleep, I used to have a lot of fever and vomiting and so many other issues I faced. just because of black magic. So see, I was experiencing black magic since very a young age. I was told by divine. But then when I started staying alone and I started doing this remedy, just 2 remedies, I did not experience any health issue. Maybe someday a cold and fever, but not much. But then 2014, as it was a darkest night of the soul, I actually stopped following any kind of remedy, those 2 remedies. I stopped doing that food offering to my ancestors, and also shifted from my colors, from all those multi colors to black and maybe blue only. So I remember from 2014 till 2019, I kept on wearing black and blue. So it was actually making my planets weaker and weaker again and again, and that was the reason these entities were able to attack me so well, that too so hard. And these were not just entities who are from other world. It was, there were a lot of people who were doing such energies throwing at me, like talking about evil humans. I joined a company that was a big MNC in 2014. There was not much work. It was all about going to office, having party, doing chit chat and come back to home. So I remember that my health was, getting spoiled day by day, and I didn't even had much work. But then since 2015, I got so busy into my work. I had to travel a lot. I had to be busy for, more than 20 hours a day. I even stopped sleeping. But then I was just noticing, the 2014, I didn't even had that much work. I was not able to do anything. So because of wearing this black and blue color, these entities were able to spoil my health. And also I remember that I started becoming more and more angry day by day, wherein I remember I used to keep this anger at a control. I knew that I have something which should not come out. So but then this was a time wherein I was losing a control over this anger. So when I was guided to take care of my 9 planets after my spiritual awakening, so I started remembering the old days. So during my childhood, I only used to wear, black color or brown color, no other color. But then I used to, become angry quickly. So, and then also, did not eat meal properly, and I was not sleeping because of the entities attack. So yes, health was definitely affected. And then those, black magic were also part of that life, and then entities attack who are from the other world. So I was just noticing, what other changes I had to do after my spiritual awakening. Was these remedies were enough, the water remedies I'm going to share in this video, or I had to do something else? So I did 2 things, to take care of my planets, to strengthen my planets. I started following the color therapy, and I also started doing this, water remedies to strengthen my 9 planets. So the guidance is that you also have to stop wearing black and blue color now. Also stop wearing dull colors. Start wearing bright colors and start following the color therapy for each day, so that you start making your planets, and start getting positive results. So when your planets are weak, those black magic will work at a faster speed. So make sure that you keep your planets at a check and keep doing the remedies and ritual. Also, you will have to change your habits. If you are just doing the remedies and rituals and not changing your habits, you are not going to have, the positive results from your planets. Also, being a twin flame, I was so affected, my health and my mood was so affected by moon energies. So I realized that I also had to not just change a lot of things into my life in terms of habits, also had to make some other changes, because I used to experience a lot of anxiety, depression, fever, body ache, and mood swings because of this negative moon energy and cold and cough. Lot of other things which I have already shared in a particular video, the signs and symptoms you experience because of negative moon effects. And if you are a real twin flame, you know better now whether you are being affected by the moon energies, those new moon, full moon, and there are so many other energy portals. Then there are lunar effects, and then solar eclipse. So you have to understand whether you have such effects or not, and accordingly you have to do the remedies and the ritual. So after my spiritual awakening, I was given this, guidance. It was again inner guidance to do the water remedies for my 9 planets, and I started doing the same thing. So each day is dedicated and connected to a particular planet in terms of astrology. So if you start following the color therapy, you start doing some water, remedies, you will start experiencing the positive changes in your life. And each planet is connected to your health, wealth, love, relationships, connections, and other things. So you always will have to take care of your planets. So the remedies and the inner work I am sharing all are easy ones. Anybody can do it, even though whether you are twin flame or not. It's not necessary that only twin flames have to follow these remedies. Anybody, if you visit a astrologer, they will tell you the same remedies, and they will charge a lot of money for that. So there are not just one remedy to strengthen your particular planet. There are thousands of remedies and rituals to strengthen your planets. So if you are able to shift your the energy of a planet from negative to positive just by doing one or two remedies, you don't have to do 99 or 1000 remedies. Now, if there is somebody who's listening to me from other maybe religion or other country who cannot follow such remedy, then you can look into your own religion, own your spiritual practices. What are those remedies to strengthen your planets? So always remember, if you are not changing your habits and just doing remedies and rituals and you are expecting positive results from the planets, please do not expect that. There are so many astrologers who just keep on trapping you by telling you one after another ritual and remedies, and when you're not getting results, they will keep on giving you one after another. As I said, there are thousands of remedies for one particular thing, so they will keep on charging money whenever you visit them, and that's how they trap you mentally and keep you stuck on them, that everything is ruled by planets or by energies. No, there are a lot of things which you can keep in your own hands, but what they do not tell you, they don't tell you that you have to change your habits too. So if you change your habits and just perform one or two remedies, those are more than enough to strengthen your planets. Also, please have patience when you start following remedies and rituals. So you remember now, like if you have a bad habit, maybe poor eating habits, poor sleeping patterns since childhood, and now whatever age you are, example you are at 30, and now all of a sudden you wish to change your habits, will you be really able to change it in a day or in a week? No, I'm sure not. It will take some time. And also from childhood till now you did not do any remedy, also kept on following the bad habits, so you definitely gave a lot of negative energies to your planets. It will take some time to shift the energies, so give at least 6 months time to see positive results once we are constantly following these remedies and rituals. As I had a bad habit in terms of eating food and sleeping patterns, so since my childhood I stopped sleeping because of those evil entities attack. It was happening daily, so I stopped sleeping so that I don't have to experience that. And then I also started working into night shift on purpose, because I knew that I do not sleep during night. Even though if I really wanted to sleep, I was not able to sleep because of these negative moon effects, and again those evil entities attack. So when I had to shift my the sleeping pattern, I also used to eat my food after 12 in the night, which was again a bad habit. So there is a particular time from 12 to 3 you should not eat milk, you should not eat food, because it is dedicated to the dark entities. So again depends at what level you are in your spiritual practices, so you should actually avoid eating food during that time. So it was such a challenge for me that since very long time I could not sleep during night time, and now I had to start sleeping during night time and finish my other work during daytime. So it actually took me a lot of time, but then I kept on doing my remedies and ritual, and I started gradually shifting my energies from night to daytime. So now I'm sharing the remedies. So for Sunday, it is dedicated to planet Sun, and it is again related to power and many other things. It gives you a lot of benefits when it is on the positive side. So add pinch of turmeric in your bath water and then start taking bath from this. And if you also chant Sun mantra while taking bath, it will add more benefits. And on Sunday, you can wear red color clothes. You can also wear yellow color on Sunday. There is no harm in that. And you can also add a pinch of saffron in case you do not or you are not able to add turmeric. But you have to either add either of them, either turmeric or saffron. And color I've told you. Remedy for Monday, you have to add 1 teaspoon of raw milk, uncooked unboiled milk, into your bath water, and then start taking a bath from it. And you can also chant moon mantra while taking bath. Again, it will add a lot of benefits. For Tuesday, you have to add pinch of red sandalwood powder, and in case you do not get that, then buy a stick of red sandalwood. Start adding that sandalwood stick into your bath water, then start taking bath. Also make sure nobody else in your family or somebody else is not using the same stick. You should avoid it. Just keep it for yourself. So this is you can follow for Tuesday, and Tuesday is connected to Mars. It again helps you for a lot of things like strength and then so many other things. And also you can wear red color or saffron color on Tuesday clothes. For Wednesday, you have to add pinch of like cardamom powder, the green cardamom powder. There are different colors of cardamom, so make sure this has to be green color cardamom. Either you add a powder, pinch of powder in your bath water, or maybe just boil one cardamom into a glass of water, cool the water, and then add it into your bath water, and then start taking bath from that. So, and you can also chant the Mercury mantra on Wednesday while taking bath. So Thursday, which is connected to Jupiter for wealth, prosperity, and career growth, you have to add pinch of turmeric into your bath water and then start taking bath from it. You can also chant a mantra for this particular planet, for Jupiter, and you will have a lot of positive results just by doing this simple remedy. Friday, which is connected to Venus for love, luxury, beauty, and you can add a bit of rose petals in your bathtub and then start taking bath from it, or maybe you can add rose water. Either of them, both will work. For Saturday, you can add few drops of mustard oil in your bath water and then start taking bath from it. I have heard so many people, including all sort of astrologers, they put all sort of blame on Saturn for giving you bad results into your life in terms of maybe some sort of events, negative events, or maybe health issues and then some other issues. But the reality is there are a lot of lessons. So Saturn is not about punishing you, it is about teaching you all necessary required lessons, wherein for bad people, they never learn lesson. They keep on doing the same shit to other people, to the good people. But then when it comes about the right people, good people, they will have to face certain negative events until they'll start learning their karmic lessons. So remember, planets are always good. They want to give you positive results, but then it all depends on your karma, intentions, habits, and some spiritual practices. So there are two shadow planets. For you have to do one thing, that you have to keep clearing the clutter from your house. Keep your body neat and clean, and keep your house neat and clean. You also have to do time to time energy cleansing. That's how you can keep these two planets in alignment and start having positive results. You will also have to start eating vegetarian food only, and that to sattvic food, in case you wish to have good results from these shadow planets. And always, to get positive results from these two shadow planets, you have to make sure that you do not repeat your clothes until it is being washed. I have seen this habit in men's, masculines particularly. They repeat their clothes until it is even not washed. And keep your feet clean all time, and before going bed, make sure that you wash your feet. And as I started walking barefoot after my spiritual awakening a lot, to balance my energies and to grounding, for the grounding purpose, then my feet were getting dirty, but then I made sure that it's clean all time. And then I actually made a habit that I'll be doing this barefoot walk for a particular time only in a particular day. And then also make sure once you go to bed, your feet are completely washed, neat and clean. Otherwise, you will have negative effects from these shadow planets. Add some good fragrance into your house. Avoid using room fresheners because it includes alcohol. So start smudging your house with lavender, sage, or maybe rose. It will not just add good energy to your house, will also clear the negative and stuck energy from your house. One more thing, I guided you in my previous video where I've asked you what to remove in your house when you're doing the physical cleansing of your house and the energy cleansing. Avoid moping on Thursday, and in case if you have to do it because of any emergency reason, make sure you're not using you're not adding salt while moping. Otherwise, you will have a lot of negative effects from the planets. That's how the planets are being designed what to do. And then also for one more remedy, once you wake up in the morning, you are done with your bath and brushed your teeth, you can start chewing a few leaves of basil. It will give you a lot of benefits in terms of from these two shadow planets. So now at a time, you are doing multiple remedies, like 2 to 3 remedies, not more than that, to strengthen your planets. One is water remedy, second is your color therapy, which you can follow easily. And please avoid wearing black and blue color, and start wearing bright colors. So also you can chant mantra, which you will have to chant because it plays a big role into detaching from your karmic twin flame, and also it gives you a lot of other benefits. So when you start strengthening your planets, the black magic, will not affect your life, your maybe other areas of your, life. And also you have to do certain other things, because if you are a real twin flame, there is another, group of entities from the other world who targets, the chosen ones, the star seeds and twin flames. It's their main target. So that is the reason you will have to do more of spiritual protection. And I have already shared several remedies right now. So start following all of them. So these were remedies to strengthen your planets, and I will see you in another video. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye.